Like, today we're in the backyard cooking pizzas.
Welcome to the backyard.
Welcome to the backyard. Yeah,
that's it.
Today we're cooking pizzas.
Welcome to the
back. It'll cut to like a little intro with some.
Okay, welcome to the backyard. That's our intro.
Yeah, that's
because we're always cooking in the backyard. Yeah.
Welcome to the backyard. Today we're cooking pizzas.
Today we got 3 pizzas, a prosciutto pizza, a veggie pizza, and a special pizza. You'll have to wait to see at the end.
Super special.
Super special.
Top secret.
Top secret.
While we wait for the pizza oven to come up to true Neapolitan standard of 932 degrees Fahrenheit, we will show you the process for making this beautiful pizza dough. The dough we are making today is a 3-day slow ferment using tipo 00 flour. If you don't have tipo 00 flour, you can use all-purpose. It'll be okay. I ordered mine online and it came in this big bag. This recipe will make 3 medium-sized pizza doughs. I doubled the recipe here, but all the measurements will be for the normal amount of 3 pizzas. The full recipe will be in the description of this video. We'll begin by measuring 500 grams or 3 1/3 cups of flour, followed by 330 grams or 1 1/4 cups of water. Measure 7 grams or 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. You want to be using kosher salt if you have it. If you don't, you can use other salt, but don't use iodized. It tastes bad. Next, measure 4 grams or 1 teaspoon of instant or active dry yeast. Both will work. I'm going to be using the mixer my grandma got me for my birthday. If you don't have one, it's totally fine. Just be prepared to do some kneading. Combine all of your ingredients into a large bowl and mix until all of the flour is saturated. Cover the dough and leave it to rest for around 20 minutes. Now, if you don't have a mixer, it's time to roll up your sleeves. If you do, attach the dough hook and knead for around 8 to 10 minutes. If you're kneading by hand, you're going to have to use a lot of elbow grease and knead for roughly the same time or until the dough is nice and smooth. Be sure to oil your counter and try to move quick so the dough doesn't stick to your hands like it did on mine. Once the dough is good to go, cut it in 3 equal pieces. In my case, I cut them into 6 pieces. Then form each one into a tight ball. Try to pull the dough so that the top of it becomes sort of taut, and then try to tuck the bottom of it underneath to form a seal. Flour a baking sheet to put the dough balls on, making sure to leave enough room because they will grow during the fermentation. Once all the dough balls are on, you're going to want to cover the baking sheet with plastic wrap. Do all of this ahead of time because you're going to be putting this in the fridge and allowing it to ferment for 3 whole days. Once the 3 days are up, you're going to have perfect pizza dough that almost has a sort of nutty flavor to it because of the extended time you allowed it to ferment. Right now we're clocking 451 degrees Fahrenheit. Not enough. We will wait longer. This is crazy.
Wait.
Oh my god.
That's epic.
So the first pizza we're going to be cooking today is a prosciutto pizza. It is one of my favorites. I love prosciutto and prosciutto on pizza. But anyone who eats a lot of prosciutto, especially on pizza, knows how hard it is to bite it into different pieces. And when I was in Italy last summer, I would order prosciutto pizza and they'd give you the whole piece of prosciutto on the pizza, like 2 or 3 of them. Sometimes the pizza wasn't even cut. And I'm sitting there trying to eat it and it's not coming apart in my mouth. And later that summer, I was cooking pizzas with Michelin star chef Silvia Baracchi, and I was there obviously making a prosciutto pizza, and I started ripping up the pieces. And she's all like, "You can't rip up the pieces, you gotta put them on whole." And I'm like, "Why?" And you know what she couldn't give me? A logical answer. So I'm out here saying, rip up these pieces of prosciutto when you put them on your pizza so it's a lot easier when you go to cut it, and when you go to take bites of it. Alright, so the first step you're going to want to do when making your pizza outside is to first flour up your hands, and then drop your dough right in the flour. Get it all floured up so it doesn't stick to anything. So you're going to want to use 3 fingers and your thumbs to sort of gently push and spread out from the middle, trying to not deflate any air bubbles that could be in the dough. And once you have the dough pretty much all set, you'll take a little spoonful of the sauce, drop it right in the middle, and work it around in a circular motion. Now from here, it's really all up to you what you want to put on the pizza. For this one, we're gonna do mozzarella cheese, prosciutto, and maybe a little bit of onion. And personal preference for me, I like putting the cheese on last. So that's what I'm gonna do for this one. You can put anything on in any order you want to. I'll start out here by ripping up my prosciutto nice and bite-sized form for easy consumption later on. All right, after the prosciutto here, I'm gonna throw on some of these onions. And lastly, I'm going to add some big chunks of fresh mozzarella. All right, now that the oven is up to temperature, we will throw some flour on our pizza peel here. Get that all floured up. Throw our pizza on here. And the real trick to getting a nice looking pizza is the final adjustment on the pizza peel. You can make it a little bigger, stretch it out, make it rounder, fix any of the crust. And now, it's go time. All right, and these pizzas, since they're such high temperature, cook really quickly. And it is best to keep the door on so that it stays hot in there. But what we're gonna wanna do is open the door and spin it a little bit every 20 or 30 seconds. All right, so we got our first pizza fresh out of the oven. Honestly, it looked a little weird, but I know it tastes good. Ooh, just like always, we will top with some fresh basil. Get some green on there, make it look extra good. Do a nice slice. We'll cut her into fours. Now we'll go for the taste test. How good is it really? Delicious.
Stringer.
Seasoned beautifully, as always. I'm forgetting we're in California right now. Let me get you this close up of this crust right here.
You're gonna want some of this. Look at that. Oh.
Oh, shoot. 1,050. World record. Oh, I reached maximum. 1,096.
You know, there are many types of pizza fans. You have traditionalists that only want mozzarella, tomato sauce, and nothing else. And then you have people that'll throw anything on. Alfredo sauce, barbecue sauce, and no sauce. We here at Seasoned Beautifully fall somewhere in the middle. We aren't going to go out and throw any random thing on, but we know an interesting ingredient here and there is something nice. So today, we're making egg pizza. This will start off like any normal pizza. Tomato sauce first, mozzarella on top. After you put it in the oven for about half the normal time, you'll pull it out, crack an egg on top, and throw it right back in. Then when you're done, you should have a perfectly fried egg on top of a perfectly cooked pizza. All right, next we have the cheese. You can shred or put it in chunks, however you see fit. Don't have too many big chunks in the middle, so you have a spot to crack your egg. Really? All right, we're back. About to put this bad boy in the oven. Yeah, damn. We need to put that in immediately.
Nah, that's pretty gas. That's fire.
It's literally raw egg. And we're back. Just to remind everybody, we're going to treat this like a normal cheese pizza right now and put it in the oven. Before quickly taking it out and adding our egg. All right, now we're taking our pizza out of the oven. We're going to place it down and crack our egg right in the middle. After you've done that, take the pizza and carefully slide it back into the oven. Looks like the egg needs a little more time to cook, but we're gonna rotate the pizza to make sure our crust doesn't burn. And with that, we should have fried egg on pizza.
Pizza is fuego.
Thank you everybody for watching the first episode of Seasoned Beautifully here on the channel. I hope that you enjoyed learning about the behind the scenes of what goes on here in the backyard and how we get these pizzas all the time.
And we'll see you next time on Seasoned Beautifully.